Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, people. What it is, what it is, what it is, man. I know it's a bit early, man, but I kind of went to bed a little early last night, and I did get some rest, but now I'm up. I may do a couple of videos today because there are a couple of things that I want to talk about, but I'm gonna talk about Trump being impeached and all the hoopla that's going on. But first off, I just want to give thanks to the Great Spirit for the continuation of life, giving thanks to my ancestors, man, just for the continuous protection and guidance, and I always ask to be used as a vessel, So with that being said, allow me to say, aloha, mabrikwa, osio, kalito, what the deal is, wagwan. Let's get into this, right? Like I said, I know it's a bit early, so a lot of you may not be up. For those of you who are, man, you know what I'm saying, welcome, to a part of this bill, but I'm certainly sure you'll get to see the video a bit later, right? So we have all this big talk about, Trump being impeached and all that, and everybody's into this distraction, man. People, man, people, everything is a distraction. All right. First, let me just start off by saying that if you don't know what you're a part of, all right, then you will not know what's going on. Let us look at what the United States is, for one. Okay. People keep missing that. All right. So I'm going to share a couple of things with y'all real quick because I've done it before, but for some reason, man, like, I don't know, got to keep bringing that information over and over and over again, man. Got to keep bringing it over and over again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen real quick. Give me a second here. All righty. That will also give you guys some time to tune in. All right. Like I said, it's a bit early. I only had me a tangerine. What was I looking for? Okay. Let me go to Google. All righty. Title 28, section 3002. We're going to get to that real quick, all right? Because a lot of people are missing this. And I mean, hey, I guess it is what it is, man. But Chief, what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do with our people? Gotta love them. Can't stop loving them. Just gotta teach. Just gotta keep teaching. That's it. Hopefully people will get it. All right. So here we go. Right. First things first. Before I even talk about the whole Trump being impeached, let me just go over again once more what the United States is. Okay. The United States is not a country. The United States is not a nation. Okay. We have to get that out of our minds. All right. All what's happening right now is a big game that's being played. Oh, well, the United States was acknowledged as a nation by Morocco. The United States is not a nation. Okay. The United States was recognized as a global, company, a global corporation by Morocco because it was all about commerce. All right. It was all about commerce. Like, once again, man, when people read and people study and people talk, people are not reading with understanding, and people are not talking from a factual perspective on what things are and what things really mean. Okay. So if the United States is not a nation or a country, how could the United States been acknowledged by Morocco as a nation? How could Morocco be the first nation, all right, to recognize the United States as a nation? It's not a nation. Okay. All nation states are huge corporations. All it is, is a nation state, which is a business, a corporation. That's number one. You feel me? So like I said, I could debunk literally 95% of the information that a lot of these people putting out there. But you know what? This is not about that. So I'm going to leave that alone. But let us go look at exactly what the United States is. Not in my words, but in their own codes. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at this real quick. All right? Share. And like I said, I know it's a bit early, but it's never too early to drop that information. You feel me? So wake up, take the children to school, let the babysitter take them, put them on the bus. Let's get this bill, all right? I'm going to give you all this work. I'm going to share my screen right now. Now, I'm at the Legal Information Institute, of the Cornell University, right? Law.cornell.edu. Okay. Now, this code right here is their codes. This is not Chief Kalinago saying this. That's their codes. All right. Public information. So once again, this video is strictly for educational purposes. All right. So we're looking at definitions right now. 20th U.S. Code, section 3002, definitions. These people are telling you exactly what it is, not me. I'm going to reiterate, not me. Okay? Let us go down to section 15. 15, subsection 15. United States means what? I mean, it's clearly right here, right in your face. Okay? Right in your face. A federal corporation. I didn't say it. Okay? So the federal government is the United States. All right? A federal corporation. And all the different states are subsections of that state. Okay? They're just franchises. You feel me? I'm going to give you a typical example. You have McDonald's. Okay? Ronald McDonald's opened up the first franchise. Okay? And then other people in different states or different places say, man, listen, I love that concept. I want to know how to buy a franchise to open up a business in my state or in my area, wherever. It's the same thing that happened. Okay? The same thing that happened. You have the federal government, the big corporation, and other different states say, you know what, man, I love this concept, bro. Man, I want a piece of the pie. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to open up 50 franchises. Okay? 50 mini corporations, which is supposedly the different states. And within these different states, we have other corporations, which is considered to be businesses like Target, like McDonald's, like Walgreens. Or they're still corporations. They're just sub-corporations of a master corporation, which is the United States, the federal government. Okay? It's right there, man. It's right there. So at the end of the day, like they always tell you, it is business and it's not personal. Why are people getting their emotions caught up in politics like that? Because you know why? Y'all want an excuse not to focus on the real things in life. So you want a distraction to distract you from everything else. So you want to be entertained. That's what this is all about, entertainment. Because you don't want to see the reality of your reality. Okay? And I might as well just say it. You don't want to see the reality of the illusion that you are living, which is your reality. You feel me? So politics is nothing but politrix. Grow up. Tricks are for kids. You feel me? Now, I know, like I said, this is tough love, man. But I just got to give it to you like what it is. You feel me? So we are dealing with franchises, business, corporations. That's why when you were born, they had to turn you into a corporation, because a corporation cannot deal with a living flesh, man or woman. Okay? Only corporations could do business. But you have people who represent the corporation. And I keep telling y'all, y'all gonna learn, man. Y'all gonna learn. Okay? Y'all gonna learn. So that is the first step. If you don't know the game, don't play the game. If you don't know the players, don't play the game. You are always going to lose. All right? And there's a reason why, we are in the position that we are, because we are playing a game that we don't know how to play. And you're playing a game with the players that you don't know. All right? The number 2 rules in any game, is the first rule is to know the game, and the second rule is to know your players. You don't even know the game because you don't know it's a corporation. Okay? You calling yourself a citizen of a corporation. I rest my case. Now, let me stop sharing my screen here for a second. Okay? So first, all right, this has to be addressed. Okay? It has to be addressed. You have to know exactly what all this means. So I'm going to break all this down to you. Okay? Now, let us go look at impeach. All right? There's a difference between impeach, impeachment, and removal. Impeach is a verb. Okay? Impeach is a verb, an action that is taken. All right? Then impeachment is the noun. Okay? It's really happening. So the action that's being taken is called impeached. All right? The action that's being taken. When the action that's being taken is accomplished, then it becomes impeachment, the noun. Okay? Where now a hearing has to be done. Impeachment doesn't mean removal. Okay? Impeachment doesn't mean removal. Clinton was impeached. But guess what? The man served for 2 terms. And trust me, if he was able to run for 2 more terms, y'all Negroes would have voted for him again. Okay, because y'all love y'all some Clinton. Not realizing that they were one of the biggest detriments to our people. But you see, it's all about playing with your emotions. It's all emotional. Okay? That's all it is. When in their mind, they say, listen, man, this is business. It's not personal. But we have to let them think it's personal. Because we have to keep playing. We have to keep playing with the emotions. So let us go look at impeached. Okay? Let us go look at that. Because like I said, I like to show and prove things that I'm saying. I don't want it to be just me talking. Grand rising to all. All right? Let us go look at that again. Google. Okay? We're going to look at the definition of impeached. Just to show you, hey, I'm not making it up. I'm going to share my screen. All right. Definition. Definition. Okay. All this is a game, man. This is a game. All this stuff don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. And you know, I'm sorry to be. Well, I'm not sorry, but you know, hey, I hope you know you don't think I'm the bearer of bad news, but I'm just breaking it down for my people, man, because I want y'all to be focused. You feel me? I want y'all to be. I need y'all to be focused. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen again. Share the screen. All right, here we go. Impeached. Okay. Impeach. What? It's a verb. A verb is a verb is an action that's taken, right? So what? Call into question the integrity or validity of a practice. All right? It's only a call to action of his integrity. That's it. Of the way he been running things. Now, let us go look at impeachment, which is the noun. And what's a noun? The name of an animal, person, place, or thing. So now that's something real. Okay? Impeachment. Impeachment, what it is now, the noun, the action of calling into question the integrity of validity, but in the US, it says what? A charge of misconduct made against the holder of a public office. It's just a charge. You feel me? So the question came up, should we impeach him? All right? Meaning that should an action be taken? So it was voted on, yes, the action should be taken. All right? So now, now they're going through the process of impeachment. Okay? He's been charged of misconduct against, you know, his office or his oath or whatever, right? But first, there have to be a hearing. Okay? There have to be a hearing, and it doesn't mean anything. By the time that hearing happens, I promise you, Trump will already be elected twice over. Okay? He'll be elected twice over. So it really doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. There's a difference between impeachment and removal. So you could be impeached and still do your 2 terms. As a matter of fact, I have a feeling Trump will run and win again. He will run and win again. All right. So this is a long process to distract people from something that's coming that's going to be huge. Now, whether it may be something that's good for the people or something that's detrimental to the people, I don't know. All right. But I'm just going to give you my 2 cents. All right. I'm going to give you my 2 cents. Now, you have to ask yourself this question. All right. Ask yourself this question. Why are the Democrats hating Trump so much? Why are even some of the Republicans hating Trump so much? Why is Trump the only president in a very, very, very long time giving power back to the people by signing executive orders and saying, you know what, man, listen, I am tired of these big corporations, okay, playing with people and literally defrauding the people. Why is Trump the only one that wrote an executive order to put that in place for the people, giving the people back the power? All right. But you see, our people are so blind, not realizing what Trump is trying to do is to do exactly what Obama did. Obama didn't do. What did Obama say? Obama said, you Americans, okay, you can't think for yourselves. All right. I'm not making this up. Go look it up. Okay, Obama said y'all can't think for yourselves. In other words, y'all are a bunch of children, minors. So therefore, if you cannot govern yourself, I will govern you, and you have 4 years to get rid of me. Now I'm paraphrasing, but this is what the man said. Now Trump is coming around and saying, nah, you are a grown adult. You could handle your own business. It is time that this corporation stop playing this game, all right? And we want to give you back the power. What is Trump trying to do? Trump is trying to bring back the republic. Okay? But y'all too blind to see it. You feel me? Because you're afraid, oh, I might lose my benefits. Because you're afraid to stand up on your own and be a man or a woman. You see, they don't want you to be self-sustained. They don't want you to be self-governed. They don't want that. Okay? They want you to be governed. That's the problem. Okay? The only problem I got with Trump is that he talked too much. The man talked too much. That's it. And he can't help himself because he's a celebrity president. All right? So he always feels like he got to be in the limelight. You dig? But keep in mind, it is nothing but entertainment. You dig what I'm saying? It is nothing but entertainment. It's a game. Politrix is a game. I just showed you in the very beginning of the video what United States mean. Okay? So when they say Morocco is the first country that recognized the United States as a nation what? As a nation state, meaning that a corporation in all caps. You see what I'm saying? So how can y'all think y'all did such great things? Man, no. To me, that was a detriment to the people. That was the introduction of getting the birth certificates. All right, so I wouldn't even be proud to say, oh, well, I'm from Morocco and this is what we did. Come on, man. So once again, family, pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention. I tell my people, okay, indigenous Americans, I tell my people this is a perfect opportunity for us as a people to step up while these people are fighting each other, while they are playing games. You know what I'm saying? But y'all literally want to get involved in all the hoopla, all the emotions. All over Facebook is about impeaching. Man, listen, what are you doing while they're fighting each other? Okay, while there is a void, what are we doing to step in? Family, impeachment don't mean removal, fam. Okay, impeach don't mean removal. It doesn't mean that. Once again, Clinton was impeached, but he served 2 terms. You feel me? So I'm trying to get you to see beyond what they're showing you. Okay, what is about to be revealed when the smoke all clears? Okay, when the smoke all clears, what effect, okay, it's going to have on people who look like us? That's what we need to focus on, okay, because something major is coming. All right, I don't know if it's going to be, all right, an announcement. Well, we're getting rid of the fiat currency and we're going to step into cryptocurrency. I don't know if that's what it is, or okay, the corporation is going to fall and then they're going to step up with the republic. Man, it's just so many different scenarios. All right, that's good. That's things that are actually transpiring behind the scenes. And what we need to focus on is how can we have a seat at the table? That's it. Because one world government is already here, family. From the moment the birth certificate came in, the one world government was already instituted. So you're trying to fight something that already happened. You're afraid of something that already happened. From the moment, okay, from the moment you had your birth certificate, okay, you were part of the one world government, a federal government. Federal is worldwide. Federal is worldwide. You feel me? And the moment every country, all right, was forced to have a birth certificate, that was the world, that was the one world government. That's it. Okay? But a lot of people think that one world government is a bad thing. Again, you are looking at it from a physical perspective. You see, these people, they know the sciences, okay? They know the metaphysical meaning of everything that's being manifested. Now, let me break this down to you. The one world government is nothing but the one world mind. I'm going to break this down for you again. Okay? Let me get a pen real quick. Because sometimes, you know, we got to make it visual, right? We got to make it visual sometimes. Let me get a piece of paper. Let me break a couple of things down for y'all, man. Okay? Break a couple of things down for y'all. Okay? All right. Okay, so let me just break this down. So like I said, man, all this is nothing but a big soap opera, man. That's it. You tell me which one you like best. General Hospital. You know, what's the rest of them again? Bold and the Beautiful, One Life to Live. Man, back in the days, my sister used to watch that. Well, I'm gonna keep it real. I used to watch it too. All right. But okay. All right, so well, it's pretty much the same spelling, but I'm gonna break it up the way they broke it up. Okay, so we have G-O-V, earn, and we have meant. Okay, and then I'm just gonna add ow to it. Okay, so let's break down this word. I'm gonna show you exactly what all this means. All right, so you see this right here, government. You have government of. Okay, go, action, verb, earn, okay, meant of. And then you have gov, earn, meant of. All right, check this out. The one world government is already here. It's been here through the introduction of the birth certificate. But it's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual thing. In the day and age that we're living in, okay, in the day and age that we're living in the age of Aquarius, okay, it's all about enlightenment. It's all about the awakening. Okay, man, listen, my phone is just on the desk, and all of a sudden, Google coming up talking about what you're looking for can be found. Like I'm telling you, man, artificial intelligence is real. Literally, my phone is right here. I ain't touch it. Okay, all of a sudden, Google talking about, oh, what you're looking for, I can't find it. Because the voice, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all think it's a game out here. Y'all think it's a game out here, huh? I didn't touch my phone. All right. Now, check this out. So here's the spiritual implications of all this, the metaphysical meaning of all this, right? Because of the day and age that we're in, okay, the age of Aquarius, enlightenment, everybody in the world are becoming aware. They are stepping up into a higher frequency, and minds are being connected. All right. So this is nothing that these people don't know. All right. In the studies of astrology and all these things, they know there's going to come a time when the world is going to go back to start communicating telepathically. All right. We are just not aware of it just yet, but we already doing that. We already doing it. Hence, if you think of somebody, all of a sudden they call you. Oh, damn, bruh. I was just thinking about you, son. That is because we already communicating telepathically. But because we haven't stepped up into a higher sense of consciousness, okay, we are not aware that we are communicating. You feel me? So the world is connecting mentally. However, these people know that. So they put themselves in a position to govern that mental togetherness. Okay, hence the word governmental. Okay, to govern your mental, your mind. You feel me? But automatically, it is something that's happening naturally. The world is connecting mentally, becoming one. But because they know this, they still have to be in the position of control. Okay? So that's what one world government means. The minds of the people are becoming one. But they don't want you to know that. Brothers and sisters, man, listen, you have to see things beyond the flesh. You have to be in the spirit, moving in the spirit to get this type of discernment. You feel me? You have to know this thing is real. And the people have the power, but they don't know that. Okay, because we were taught to always be dependent. Now, let me break down some of the ages for you. You feel me? Okay, you have now we in the age of boom. We're in the age of Aquarius. Before that, we were in the age of I think Pisces. All right, was it Pisces or Aries? I think we were in the age of Pisces or Aries. Let me see. We have Aquarius. We have Pisces. I want to make sure. I think the age of Aries. Okay, I think we were in the age of Aries. Yep, the age of Aries. No, the age of Aquarius. No, come on, man. The age of Aries. You have I think it was, but anyway, yeah, Pisces. Yeah, thank you. We just came, so we were in the age of Pisces, right? And before Pisces, we were in the age. Thank you, Jermaine. We were in the age of Aries. Okay, now the age of Aries was the age of that so-called allegorical Jesus. You feel me? That was the leaders of men. The people were lost. All that stuff is allegory. All of that is allegory. Okay? It wasn't literal. It was all allegory. It all deals with the makeup of man. Everything that they're talking about is within. All right? Everything they're talking about is within. So you have the age of Aries when people were looking for that Messiah. Okay, they're looking for that savior because they were lost. They came from a dark age and they had to look for a savior. So the savior was all these different Mithra, Jesus, Zeus, all these different personified messiahs. But once again, it was an allegory. All right. So Jesus doesn't only signifies or symbolizes the sun. Jesus has many allegories. Okay. Jesus also represents the lower man. So when people teaching you these things, they don't know what they're talking about. Okay? They don't know what they're talking about. They're just talking. They find some information and let me just put it out there. It sounds good. But let's break this down. Okay? So you had the age of Aries, looking for the savior. All right? Now that savior had to be crucified. When that savior got crucified, it was time for another age. The age of what? Boom. The age of Pisces. Okay? Go look for the man with a pitcher of water. All right. Now, the age of Pisces is gone. All right. Now we're into the age of Aquarius, the enlightening, where everything that's done in the dark will come to light. The minds are being connected right now. That's why you look in Japan, all these different places, the people are standing up and fighting against governments. You know why? Because they are tired of their minds being controlled. All right? So the so-called powers to be, they know what's going on. So what they're doing, they're building machines, okay? They're building robotic dogs to fight the humans who are waking up. Like trust me, man, it's like a movie y'all gonna see play out. And there's gonna be a big war against man and machine. All right? So all that's gonna happen within the age of Aquarius, the awakening age. You feel me? And once the age of Aquarius is over, then you have the age of Capricorn, which is what? The survivors. And the survivors will create the new heaven on earth. Heaven is a mental thing. However, you could create it, you could manifest it in the flesh. All right? So after the age of Aquarius and that war breaks out, you feel me? Then comes in the age of Aquarius, where all the survivors from the Aquarian age will create the heaven on earth, which is called the Capricorn age. It is just a cycle that we keep repeating every time an age, because there is a lot of lessons that we are not learning. So we have to go back into the ages. All right. It's like a grown man or a grown woman, repeating the 4th grade because you're not getting it. You feel me? Because we are still focused on the individual, we're focused on being individuals, not realizing we have to connect as one mind. Okay? It's happening automatically. That's what one government means. Okay? One mental, one mind. But the so-called powers they have to control the minds of the people globally. So they're saying, well, you know what? We need this one world government. Brothers and sisters, I mean, that's all it is in a nutshell. So don't focus on the distractions. Everything is about business. The United States is a corporation. All right? The state of is a corporation. Any state that you're in, and they say, well, this is the state of Georgia, the state of, California, the state of New York, the state of New Jersey. It's a corporation. It's a corporation. It's business. That's why they have administrators. That's why they have fiduciary positions. That's why they have trustees. Okay, it's all business. However, we are not realizing that and not knowing that we have to step up as a people and have a seat at the table. The only way for that to happen is we have to have an organization. Like I said that on Tribe Up yesterday. We have to have an organization we could bring to the table and deal in commerce. Okay? Because I'm gonna show you something again. Let me show you something again. All right? Okay, here we go. All right? Let me explain this to you. You see this right here? You have John Doe and you have John Doe. All right? Those are two different entities. All right? Two different entities. The all cap is the enligus, the juristic person, the corporation. Okay? That's John Doe. That's you. That's presented on the certificate. Now, the one below is the natural person. Okay? The one below is the natural person, upper and lower case. That's the natural person. So that's two different entities. So therefore, this living person cannot step into commerce. Okay? This living person cannot step into commerce. The only way they could step into commerce is as an agent. I'm going to repeat that. The only way that John Doe, upper and lower case, could step into commerce is as a representative. You feel me? Of this entity. Because this entity is not that entity. This is the corporation. And this is the person that's supposed to be running the corporation. Okay? So now, this system, I don't use the term straw man. That's for sovereign citizens use that. I'm not a sovereign citizen, so I don't use that in my vocabulary. Okay? I call the proper term enlegis or juristic person. All right? Just have the German, just so know that as a tool of education. You go around start using straw man, they're gonna call you a sovereign citizen. So be careful with that word. All right? So check this out. All right? So that's why when you have to go to court, all right, or all the bills that come to your house, it's not coming to John Doe. It's coming to the corporation, all caps. Go look at all your bills. Go look at all your bills. It's in all caps. They are dealing with your corporation. But you sign on behalf of the corporation. So when you go to court, when they ask you what's your name, you tell them that this is you. You don't make the distinction between that and that. But you cannot just say it, okay? You cannot just say it. You have to put it on the record. You dig? So all this is a game that's being played. It's all corporations dealing with corporations, all right? So the blood man, the flesh man, the real man cannot deal in commerce as a business. No, you got to create a business. So therefore, with this one world coming together, working together, being one, all right, we have to have a seat at the table, but we have to have an organization. We got to be organized. The United States is nothing but an organization. So my question to my people is, where is our organization? All right? What are we going to form so that we'll have a seat at the table in this one mind meeting? Okay? In the coming together of the one mind. What's our seat at the table? Are we going to allow the rest of the world to come together in one mind, one government, okay, in one mind, and govern that one mind, and we don't have a seat at the table? Come on, man. We cannot be blinded by everything that's happening, family. You feel me? We have to know what's happening. We have to know what's happening. And that's why we are literally behind in the race. Because we think race, R-A-C-E, we think race really deals with the color of your skin. But no, it's actually a race. We are running to see who could get to the top. So when you hear people talking about race and that person is that race and that race, man, listen, man, it's all about a competition. Why do you think in this system everything has to be a versus? A versus. Look at sports. The Cavaliers versus the Knicks. The Knicks versus Boston. When you go to court, it's the plaintiff versus the defendant. Brothers and sisters, it is all a race to see who's going to win. It's about winning and losing. Unfortunately, that wasn't our world. That's a world that got created because of greed and power. Okay? So everything has to be about winning and losing versus. So let me ask you again. What are we going to do as a people so we could be on the table, because we are in a race. Okay? We are in a race. And man, by the rate we are going, we haven't won a race in a very long time. Okay? So in their mind, race ain't got nothing to do with the color of your skin. It's a competition of winning or losing. And if you are not winning, you are not at the head of the table. You are always going to be under the table looking for breadcrumbs. I am tired of eating breadcrumbs. How about you? I'm going to say it again. I am tired of eating breadcrumbs. How about you? No president is going to save you. No Jesus is going to save you. No Allah is going to save you. No Buddha is going to save you. No Zeus is going to save you. We got to save ourselves. Okay? We have to save ourselves. Nobody else. So all these pastors, they know this stuff, man. They know this. All these government people and Congress, they know this. But they have to keep you chasing the illusion so that you don't think for yourself. So therefore, you don't control your mind. Your mind always has to be governed. Okay? And then when you step up and tell them, well, you know what? I'm competent. I could govern my own mind. What they do? They tell you you are what? Man, listen. Y'all don't understand how Chief Kalinago got this. Okay? Look. Let me tell y'all something, man. Look. When you tell them I am competent, just see what I just put in blocks. When you say, nah, I'm competent. I could handle my own business. I'm a man. I'm a woman. I'm not a minor. What they say? They think you're mental. They think you are mental. Brothers and sisters, it all deals with the mind. If you cannot control your mind, they will govern your mind. And when you make an attempt to govern your mind, they will say, you know what? Let's do a psych evaluation. He or she is mental. Okay? Now they want to get their psychiatrist and sit down. Oh, well, I think you are crazy. What do you mean that you are a man and you are not the corporation, or this is not you? They know damn well what you're talking about. Okay? But they have to make you think you're crazy because you don't know what you're talking about. But it's a system that was created to entrap the minds of the people. Okay? You heard Bob Marley. Come on, man. We have to rise above the mindset of that mental slavery, family. Okay? Our minds are in chain. Well, my mind is not in chain. Because mentally I'm free, man. I get it. You did. So it's not that you are not seeing this. It's out in the open. I'm just letting it make sense for you. That's all it is. You are nothing but a transmitting utility. Okay? You are nothing but that. And people keep talking about, oh, the dollar bill ain't got no value. The dollar bill has value, brothers and sisters. The fiat currency has value. The only problem is it is not backed by gold or silver, anything tangible. However, it is backed by your energy. You give it value, family. You. Because if you don't get up and go to work, then money cannot be generated. If you don't go into the bank, okay, and sign something so that they could access your credit, money cannot be generated. Why do you think in 1933, when the United States became bankrupt, the corporation, okay, for those of you who don't believe me again, because a lot of you came in late, so let me share this screen once more, because I'm not making this up. I'm going to show y'all, okay? I'm going to show y'all. Here we go. United States means what? And I'm going to show you the code. Here we are. All right? Title 28, U.S. Code, Section 3002. Let's go down to 15. United States what? Means what? A federal corporation. I just want y'all to, I want to keep reiterating that so you know what you're dealing with. So when you say you are a citizen of the United States, you are saying that I'm a small business. Man, I'm not sure if y'all ready for this. Well, you know what? I think you are. I think you are. Y'all been following this platform for a minute, so y'all know exactly where I'm going with this. Okay? So when they tell you the United States was built on small businesses, who or what do you think the business is? Let me show you. All right? This is who the small business is. You. Okay? You are the small business. Nothing else but you. So when people talk about, oh, well, the money ain't got no value. It does have value. What they did was they took away the gold and silver value. There's a difference. You see, everything is about semantics. It's wordplay because they have to keep tricking you. Okay? So the dollar bill don't have a gold and silver value, but it has value because your energy is what's backing that. So in 1933, when FDR made the deal with the world banks, okay, the central banks, and say, listen, man, he wanted to go to war a second time. So he didn't have any money. They gave him, the world banks gave him all the money for World War I. All right. World War I was nothing about going to save people. Now, World War I was literally about going to fight these so-called black nobles around the world to free their pale slaves. That was what World War I was really about. All right. And World War II was to finish that job. All right. But the world banks was like, nah, listen, man, nah. Y'all want to be a superpower? We ain't giving y'all no more money. You can't pay your bills. So the FDR was like, okay, check this out. I know we ain't got no gold and silver. Okay, we robbed all that from the hood. Hence the movie Robin Hood. Okay, we had all the gold and silver, and they came to the hood and they robbed us. All right, that is the whole concept of Robin Hood. Robin Hood wasn't in England. Robin Hood was right here, taking the gold from the American Aborigines. Let's go to the hood, the Indian hood, and rob them. Robin Hood. Okay, so after they robbed the hood, okay, gave up all our gold and silver, then there was no money left. So the central bank said, listen, we're not going to give y'all no more money. In other words, no more gold, all right, to support your wars. What do you have as collateral? Okay, because they wanted to, the United States wanted to be a superpower. So FDR said, check this out, man. The only thing we have right now is the people. Only thing we have right now is the people. So the World Banker said, bet, all right? The people will be the capital. The people will be the collateral. The people will become the human resource. But they had to come up with a system, okay, to track, okay, their collateral. They had to come up with a system to make sure that they could control their investment. So what did they have to do? They had to institute the birth certificate. And that wasn't good enough. The birth certificate was just the stamp, a certificate that's saying that, yes, that's my property now. Okay, I own that collateral, all right? I have equity in that collateral. Your original birth certificate literally is all over the world with stamps of every country who own you. Okay? Every bank that has investment in you have a stamp on your original birth certificate. You feel me? But they have to track everything. So what did they do? They have to say, what? You know what? Nah, we got to introduce a numbering system. The mark of the beast. Every man shall have a number. The social security number. Okay? Y'all keep thinking the mark of the beast is a chip they're going to put in your forehead, man. Y'all, they got y'all fooled. Okay? They got your parents to give you the mark of the beast when you was a baby. That's the social security number. Okay? Every man shall have a number. So you already got the mark of the beast. We already got it. So now that was able to track all their investments. You are nothing but an investment, part of the business. And how they have to identify the real man from the fake man is this. Okay? John Doe and John Doe. All right? Now go look at your driver's license. Go look at your phone bill and your gas bill and your light bill and tell me if I don't know what I'm talking about. You feel me? So y'all better recognize the deal, man. Let me see if I can find something for y'all. Give me a second here. All right? While y'all building in the chat real quick. Okay, let me see if I can find it. I think title section. Give me a second. I think that's it right here. Let me see if I can find it. All right. Give me a second here, guys. See if I can find something for y'all. Okay, I gotta. If I can't find that, I'll have to post that a little later. But let me see in the receipt. No, I'll be good. All right. Requirement of statutory prescribed procedures to improve effectiveness of child support. All right. The 4% consistent with the section and violation of secretary to increase the effectiveness of program, which is the state of business under this part. Should describe put among the wage to income of a person with a support obligation imposed to support order. All right, cool. I think I found it. All right. So I'm going to share my screen again. All right. I'm going to share my screen again. And tell me if it's a coincidence. All right. Tell me if it's a coincidence. I'm going to share my screen again. Sometimes y'all really think I don't know what I'm talking about, huh? But here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Now, Title 42, U.S. Code 666. Now, do I need to even proceed? But let's read a little bit. Okay. Requirements of statutorily prescribed procedures to improve effectiveness of a child support enforcement. Types of procedures required in order to satisfy section blah 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 blah. Each state must have in effect laws requiring the use of the following procedures consistent with this section and with regulations of the secretary to increase the effectiveness of the program, okay, which the state administers under this part. It all deals with administrative, all right? One, procedures described in section B for the withholding from income of amounts payable as support in cases subject to enforcement under the state plan. That whole section deals with what? The social security number, the mark of the beast. Each man shall have one. Man, listen, I ain't making these things up. Okay? I'm not making this up. I'm not making it up. But you have an option. Okay? You always an option where, you know, you have a choice. Now, let me see if I can find that again, because I want people to see that I'm not just talking. I'm showing you what I'm talking about. So give me a second here while y'all build. And like I said, I was going to talk about the impeachment only, but I'm just flowing right now. So give me a second. Y'all vibe in the chat real quick, and let me pull up something for y'all, okay? Constitutional terms and conditions. Yeah, open up. Yeah, hey, what's up? Yeah.
No,
I was just, so yeah, nice cool. You could talk to.
No, I was just going to talk about something else. But do that.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me see the most. I'm trying to find something for you guys here. All right. So just give me a second, real quick. All right. All right, let me see if I can find that. Give me a second. If I can't find it, I guess I'll have to bring it to you guys at a later date. But what I wanted to show you from the Social Security office itself, okay? I think I just found it. Let me see. I'm understanding the benefits, because people think I'll be making these things up, man. But I want to show you with your own eyes, all right? I want you to see with your own eyes. Let me see if I just found it. I think I may have. Concept, all right. Let me see if I can find that. Let me do find, and let's look at part B is optional. I usually pay monthly. All right, optional. Okay, all right. Any one media part and you can pay. All right, these optional and you must elect. Alrighty. Give me a second here. Child. All right, the spouse or worker benefits student than any other security depending on the circumstances. Alrighty. All right. All right. Now, what I was trying to find is, I was trying to find in the Social Security manual to show you that having a Social Security number is optional, all right? It is optional, but however, they tell you, well, you know what? This is why you should have it, all right? Because you want benefits, okay? It's only for benefits. And I have the manual in my files, but I just can't find it right now, all right? So you could do that research on yourself or do it on your own. But again, having the Social Security number is literally optional. I had that document before. I just can't find it. All right. I just can't find it. But go do your own research. All right. Do your own research, fam, and go look into the Social Security manual. It tells you it is optional. It is optional. Real talk. It's optional, and nobody could force you to have one. As a matter of fact, to get a job, you don't even need one. All right. That's the law. And an employer cannot force you to present one if you don't want to present your Social Security number. That's all part of the law, but people don't know. When I get that, I will definitely do that in a bill and show you guys, because I have the documents. All right. So I just wanted to open up your mind, man. You know what I'm saying? And show you some of these things. All right. Because it's right. It's there. It's the law. You feel me? It's the law, man. It's the law. And somebody said, you know, all this sounds like Maury stuff to me, man. Like I said, man, I'm not even gonna get disrespectful, because a lot of y'all people are blind. Information is information. It doesn't matter where it come from. The law is the law. The Moors didn't make law. All right. The law has always been there. Laws have always been there. Okay. So it doesn't matter who teaches the law, as long as it's facts, it's facts. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You feel me? It is what it is, but all that stuff is optional. Why do you think Kanye West said slavery is optional? Because it is. You choose that. You feel me? You choose that. You did. You choose to be a slave. Nobody forced your mother, okay, to sign that birth certificate. Nobody forced the father to sign that birth certificate. Nobody forced you to. It is just the education that was taught. And when you sign these documents, all right, you are giving away your children, man. That's facts. That's facts. That's not Moorish. How is that Moorish? When it's just the truth. Come on, man. Like, stop, man. Like, for real. But anyway, I just wanted to come share that information with you guys and kind of like go back to the topic. We're talking about the impeachment. All right. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Trump will be impeached. They will go through a long process, distracting the people. People will be glued to their televisions for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And before you know it, Trump is voted in for a second term. Oh, and we're still impeaching him. Man, listen, it's all a game, man. It's all a game. Okay, that's all it is. So all I'm just telling my people is this: focus. Focus on what we have to do as a people so that we will step up and have a seat at the table in this one mind, this one universal world mind. Okay, when they are governing things, we want to be at the table where the decisions are made. You want to be in a position where you are able to be part of the governing body. That is the whole point of this video right here. But you know what? I kind of, took it somewhere because it's cool. Because I just go with the flow. But I want to come back to that. All right. So, man, listen, I don't know how this is all going to play out in terms of our people coming together. I don't know. All I could say is this: I'm just playing my part. I'm giving the information. I'm putting you onto game, letting you know exactly what's popping. And if we as a people, we cannot come together and say, check this out, man. All right. We have to have a voice at the table. Okay. We got to come together somehow. I don't care. Like I said, you don't have to be a million of us. People think we have to wait for every so-called black person to wake up. Man, no, we don't have to do that. All it's going to take is just a few of us to come together, create our organization, create our corporation, and just make a public notice, and boom, we in commerce. So we could have a seat at the table, man. That's it. It's that simple. Of course, I mean, you got to do some administrative work, but in a nutshell, that's it. Because our business has no credit. It's all about credit. We as a people, we have no credit. You feel me? That is because we don't have a seat at the table. Who do we have sitting at the table with the board of directors making decisions? Nobody. You feel me? So everything that they're dealing with is about them and their people. That's it. Like I told y'all before, the civil rights wasn't about us. Okay? The civil rights started with the pale man and the pale woman. Okay? But our people wanted to be a part of everything they was doing. So they say, wow, these people got some power. So let's make the civil rights movement about the American Indians. Because that's a nickname for the civil rights. Once again, y'all don't believe me? Let me pull it up. Because I like to show and prove. Let me see if I can get that for y'all. Give me a second here, all right? Give me a second. Let me see. 11. What? 6. Give me a second here, fam. Give me a second. All righty. All right. How become most people for the press. You need to know retirements. Okay. Let me find that for you. Mm-hmm. All right. What was I talking about? I know I'm looking for something. Like sometimes my mind be all over the place. I just said I'm gonna look for something for y'all. All right, I gotta come back to the chat. Like as family, my mind is all over the place. I just said I'm gonna look for something for y'all. Can anybody just tell me what I'm looking for? Because I'm thinking of so many things and I kind of like lost track. I just said I was gonna look for something for y'all. What was that? I talk about the social security number. I spoke about that. I talk about a seat at the table. Can somebody? Oh yeah, civil rights. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jermaine. All right, man. My family's on point. Family's on point. All right. Give me a second. Civil rights. Let me see if I can find that for y'all. Civil rights Wikipedia. Wikipedia. Let me see if I can pull that up. Give me a second. Pulling it up. Man, and you know the funny thing is I have all these things here, and civil rights, civil rights, civil rights. I had all these things, man, and for some reason, it's like looking for it, and it's like, damn, they're not around. Civil rights, right there. The rights, civil rights of Native people as American citizens and the sovereign rights of the Native nations. All right, let me see if I can find that. All right, the longest solidarity between the. I'm trying to find that, man. It's like, man, I'm all over the place, man. I'm trying to find, you know, I mean, probably some of y'all probably already saw it, all right, where when they speak of the civil rights, one of the nicknames for the civil rights is American Indian rights, all right? And they show, the point I'm trying to make is from the very inception, all right, civil rights, okay, wasn't really about us in the first place. There's a book that I'm going to buy for $1,200, right? And it tells you exactly what the civil rights was about. The civil rights was about the so-called white slave, the Caucasian slaves, the pale face, right? That was the civil rights. But because our people wanted to integrate, all right, with these people, then it became a nickname for the civil rights, became the American Indian with our faces, civil rights. Hence the dealing with black people. But at first it wasn't about that. And it was actually on Wikipedia. No, I can't find it. You know, and that's a little frustrating. You know what I mean? It's a little frustrating because I had it, and no, I can't find it. But for those of you, go try to look it up, man. Go look it up and see if you can find it. All right, but it's definitely used to be there. I just can't find it right now. I'm not saying they took it off, all right, because I'm not into all these conspiracy theories. You did, but it used to be there. All right, it used to be there. So I guess that's another doozy. You know, that's what happened when you don't plan things and you just do things, you know, just, you know, from the top. You see what I'm saying? From, you know, you don't pre-plan. Because even the stuff with the social security number, I want to show it to you guys, but I will come back and show it to y'all. All right. I will show it to y'all sometime. I'll show it to you again. All right. But anyway, yeah, it was definitely Indian. You know what I mean? Like, yep, definitely Tisha, you know, or Tiha, Sakari. Yep, absolutely right about that. It was definitely about that. And that's what I was trying to find, you know, to see, because I know that was one of the nicknames. Nickname Indian. Let me see if it's gonna come up. Civil rights. Let me see that, if that's gonna come up here. Making one more attempt to see if I can find a link. If not, then you guys gonna have to do that independent research. Oh, There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Thank you. That was the key word. Thank you. Indian was the key word. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right. I just got to give a little highlight to the fam that, just give a little highlight. You know what I mean? Sis, that was it. Indian. You pointed it out. Good looking on that. So let me go share the screen now and show y'all. Because I like to prove what I'm talking about, man. And it's frustrating when I can't, get it, because like I said, I'm not planning all this, right? So here we go. Okay. Here we go. Civil Rights Act of 1968, right? Look, that long title. An act to prescribe penalties for the certain acts of violence or intimidation and for other purposes. Nicknames: Indian Civil Rights, Indian Bill of Rights. Okay? Indian Civil Rights, Indian Bill of Rights. Now let me ask you a question. When did you know any Native American was dealing with civil rights? In 1968. I'll wait. I'm going to ask y'all again. When did you know any Native American dealing with civil rights in the numbers that our people were dealing with civil rights? You see that? The nicknames: Indian Civil Rights Act, Indian Bill of Rights. I rest my case. Okay? I rest my case. Thank you. So if y'all don't really know who the real American Indian is, it's you. You feel me? So that's what the real civil rights was about. All right? Oh yes, I explained it in another video, but I just wanted to kind of, go over, kind of like go over things. You see what I'm saying? So you have to realize, man, we got to peep game, family. We got to peep game. We have to peep game. We are the only ones written in the Constitution. You did. The only ones written in the Constitution. We, the American Indians. But everybody wants us to, oh, well, y'all are not Indians. You are this and you are that. No, we are the American Indians. I don't care where the name came from. I don't care how new it is. The truth of the matter is, all the treaties were written with the American Indians. It wasn't nobody else but us. So don't come and tell me, oh, well, we are not Indians. No. I'm an American Indian and I'm proud to be one. Don't let them take that away from us. You feel me? Don't fall for the trickery. Because even before 1492, we were called American Indians. All right? When our ancestors was doing commerce with Spain, before 1492, we had treaties with them. And we were called American Indians. So don't let them fool you. Talking about, oh, well, Christopher Columbus called y'all American Indians. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Okay? He didn't. Period, point blank. I'm a West Indian. You had a lot of Indians all over. You have the East Indian, you got the West Indian. I am a West Indian. So don't let them take that away from us. It's a trick. And they have a lot of them around among us that look like us, trying to take that away from us. Talking about, oh no, Christopher Columbus called you that, and we are called this is the oldest name in the world for the black man. I'm not a black man. Y'all could trick people into that foolishness, but not me. Okay? I'm an American Indian, and I'm proud to be one. Period. All right? So our people got to realize what it is. You feel me? We got to know. If we have a right to self-identify, how come when we identify as who we say we are, why y'all want to take that away from us? Exactly. We didn't need no civil rights. That's the truth. Civil rights wasn't about us. Once again, brothers and sisters, civil rights was about the pale man. But our people, because we are such a loving people and we took on the plight of people that was here in our land, we wanted to be a part of it. Okay? And now it became a movement about us. When the truth of the matter is, we didn't get the benefits of that. All right? You feel me? Period. It wasn't about us, but we got involved. We couldn't mind our business. So they made it about us. So now all people here fighting for civil rights. You're not a civilian. All right? So anyway, man, I'm gonna conclude this video. I'm gonna do another build today. All right. I'm gonna go into, you know, so-called spirituality. I'm gonna go into religion, and I'm gonna go into again, our people are not black. Stop listening to these people that keep telling you that you're black. All right. I'm gonna get into that again. So I'm gonna get into, let me make some notes. I'm gonna talk about religion. All right. I'm gonna talk about spirituality. All right. I'm gonna talk about being black. We're gonna talk about Egypt. We're gonna talk about a few things. So I got some errands I gotta run. I'm gonna handle some things. All right. And you know, drinking some distilled water first thing in the AM. You know what I mean? Just gotta flush out the system. Okay. Hey, what's up, Max V? Everything is good. All right. So I'm gonna do a build later. I'm gonna talk about religion, spirituality, being black. We're gonna talk about melanin. Okay, because everybody think melanin is black. Melanin is not black. All right. Stop listening to these people y'all think that is so educated. They don't know what they're talking about. All right. They don't know what they're talking about. You feel me? But anyway, I'm gonna do a build later, maybe in a few hours. Can't really promise what time, but you know, you'll get the notification. If you're not getting the notifications, go hit the notification bell so you could get that. All right. So at the ending of the day, that's what we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna do a second build. So you guys enjoy the rest of your continuation. You feel what I'm saying? And we'll talk a little later. So I hope you guys enjoy that build, and we'll talk soon. Once again, was really much about the impeachment, but I kind of just went a few other places, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But long story short, don't get too caught up with this whole impeachment thing. Let us focus. Let us stay focused. What are we going to do to have our seat at the table? That's what it's all about. All right. So thank you. And we're going to talk soon. All right. I'll be back in a couple of hours. Peace and love. I'm out.